At the Bartmeyer Law Firm, our primary practice is defending clients with DWI charges throughout Louisiana. We have represented thousands of clients arrested for DWI. Now let's discuss some important things to know if you've just been arrested for DWI. First of all, in Louisiana, DWI, DUI, OUI, OWI are all prohibited in the same statute. There's no difference between DWI versus DUI. DWI refers to the operating of a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or a combination of both, whether prescribed or not. DWI can also be when the driver's blood alcohol content is 0.08 or greater, or if the driver of the vehicle is under the age of 21, he has a blood alcohol content of 0.02 or greater. After being arrested for DWI, you will have two cases to deal with. The first is the administrative hearing, in which you must request in writing within 30 days from your DWI arrest date, or else you lose the right. The DMV will be proposing a suspension of your driver's license for refusal to take the chemical test or submitting over the legal limit. The second case is the actual DWI in criminal court. That is where you will see a prosecutor and judge and the possibility of jail time. You need to hire a DWI attorney as soon as possible to handle both aspects. What happens when you get a DWI greatly depends on how fast you act. If you drag your feet just waiting for the court date, the consequences of a DWI, including your driving privileges, could be affected negatively. Either take control of your case or let the court system take control of you. It's your choice. There are so many overlapping issues in DWI cases regarding your driver's license, insurance, whether or not you're going to lose your job or get kicked out of school, possible jail time, fines, probation, treatment, community service, SR22 insurance, ignition interlock device, and requirements for court. Without legal advice, you will have no idea what is going on with any of this or why. And believe me, you can't find all these answers in YouTube videos or on most websites because they're mostly just advertisements. A great benefit of hiring a lawyer is not only to try to beat the case, but just to inform you on what is happening and the reasons why. Once our firm is hired, we will request an administrative hearing and request the reports. We will try to find out as much as we can about the evidence they have against you as early as we can. That way we can better advise you for the strategy for your DWI case. There are many technicalities that the police must do correctly in DWI cases. We know how to examine these issues to see if the police made a mistake giving us a good defense. Even if you don't have a good defense on the facts, there are ways we can negotiate a resolution with the prosecutor to protect your criminal record and future. The resolution in DWI cases differs from client to client and jurisdiction to jurisdiction. The DWI statute states that the judge can sentence you to at least 6 months in jail and or a fine of $300 to $1,000. The judge must sentence you to jail time for at least 10 days, but can suspend it and place you on probation for up to 2 years. You would then be required to complete 32 hours of community service, half of which must be lit or detailed, be evaluated for substance abuse by a certified counselor, and follow any recommended treatment, and complete a driver improvement program. The judge may also order you to attend one MAD victim impact panel. The DMV could suspend a Louisiana driver's license for first offense DWI conviction for 1 year. You may be allowed to obtain a hardship license from the DMV, which would require obtaining SR22 insurance and the ignition interlock device. Like I said, every case is different. These are just the general penalties if you're convicted of DWI. A conviction occurs if you go to court and plead guilty in a courtroom or lose in a trial. Not all cases result in a conviction, even if you have a poor case. For the remainder of this video, I'm going to answer some common questions that I get asked. First, how much will all this cost? It has been estimated that after the completion of probation, ignition interlock device, classes, fines, court costs, etc., the total cost of a DUI in Louisiana is around $7,500 to $10,000. Our attorney's fee is only a modest portion of that. DUI cost is so high because they're lengthy cases that require many different fees that just build up over time. Our firm tries to minimize the financial cost to our clients by negotiating terms with the prosecutor and judge wherever is possible. There is no expungement process for removal of a DUI or DWI from a driving record in Louisiana. However, insurance companies vary as to how long they go back on driving records. Also, insurance companies will care about whether it is only a DUI arrest or conviction. You will be held in jail for a DWI arrest until a bond has been posted. The bond provides assurance to the court that you will appear in court to answer to the DWI. The bail amount will be set by the judge. That amount will be based on whether the charge is DWI first offense or felony DWI. Also, the judge will consider if other charges exist, such as hit and run or drug possession. The fines for DUI ticket range from $750 to $5,000. Keep in mind, a Louisiana DUI ticket is not like a speeding ticket that you can just call and pay. In fact, it is a court-required ticket. It's considered a serious misdemeanor. The first step is requesting in writing an administrative hearing within 30 days of your DWI arrest. Our DWI lawyers can do that for you if you hire us in time. At a DUI checkpoint in Louisiana, you are required to pull over as instructed by the officer and stop the vehicle. You're required to present your driver's license, registration, and insurance if requested. You're not required to perform field sobriety tests or chemical tests unless a warrant has been obtained. After the judge sets the bail amount, you can go to the jail and post a cash bond with the sheriff in the full amount of the bail, or you can hire a bail bondsman and pay him 12%. If you pay a cash bond, you'll get it all back after the defendant goes to court and finishes the DWI case. If you hire a bail bondsman for the DWI, you will not get back the 12%. That is his fee for putting up the entire amount. The process to try to avoid losing a CDL license in Louisiana is to request an administrative hearing and have your lawyer try to win it. Then you have to beat the DWI in criminal court as well. Louisiana DWI law is very tough on CDL drivers. To remove an arrest and/or conviction from a criminal record, you must go through the lengthy process of filing a motion to expunge. Not every case is eligible for an expungement. The case must have the proper resolution to become eligible. We always try to get the case resolved so our client can be eligible. If convicted for DUI first offense, your license could be suspended for 1 year. This is a separate suspension from the refusal or submittal over the limit. The DUI limit in Louisiana is 0.08 blood alcohol content and 0.02 for those who are under 21 years old. If you have a DWI question that you need answered, feel free to complete the form on our website. The attorneys in our law firm have over 100 combined years of experience defending thousands of clients charged with DWI in Louisiana. We've been doing it for so long and defended so many clients because we know how to help our clients and get the best results in their cases. If you need a DWI lawyer for your case, feel free to contact us anytime.